course, you know where you are. This is Rove. My name is ADS. Let's do this. I see the odds. I beg, this is a public announcement to all of Muna. Muna here now. Boko Haram has grown by 64 members. That is to say, if they were 100 before, they don't add 64 to that number. That is 164. Be security cautious. If you walk out for road, if 100 people pass you, just know say that 3 or 5 or even 10 are prisoners. Because as it stands now, 300 prisoners are roaming the streets of Abuja. Did you hear me? Okay, let me be my guest on this. You know, every election cycle, our politicians, they get these young guys, youthful youths, let me put it that way. Give them arms and ammunitions to fight for them to do their bidding. And at the end of the day, when elections are over, what happens? Those arms are never reclaimed from these people. That is the history of unknown gunmen. Some will say unknown men. That is the history of Fulani herdsmen. The one thing in this country is that wouldn't they like hear or listen or even take precautions or even like learn from our mistakes? That has always been our problem. Now look at the Kuje prison break. Let me put it that way. Kuje prison break. 64 Boko Haram inmates freed. Like you have your freedom now. And then 300 prisoners roaming the streets of the Federal Capital Territory. Only in Nigeria. Now look at what your defense minister has to say as regards this ugly situation. The Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, on Wednesday reacted to the Kuje prison attack, saying all 64 members of the Boko Haram terrorists fled the facility. In his words, he said, most likely they are Boko Haram because we have a sizable number of Boko Harams that are in detention. The minister said, that's in Kuje prison. Presently, we could not locate any of them. I think there are about 64 Boko Haram members in prison. They all have escaped. He said he thinks that means it could be more than that number. So Boko Haram now, please listen. Boko Haram members are roaming the streets of Abuja. Just be security conscious. Then he went forward to say, we are trying to see what we can do to ensure that all the escapees are brought back to the prison yard. I think the prison is an accommodation for about 994 inmates, escapees. We have 600 already inside now, and many people are being captured and brought back to the prison. Maybe by the close of the day, more would have been captured. I think everything is under control. These guys broke into Kuje prison. Kuje prison is one of the toughest prisons in this country. Don't forget that. And there were no security architecture to stop them. And we're even hearing, let me put it this way, rumor had it that 24 hours to this invasion, the military guards that were on guard were taken off and replaced with new people. People that not even know anywhere around the prison. They were replaced with new people before this invasion in less than 24 hours. This country is supposed to be on Netflix. And then to react to all of this, our ever movable president visited the prison facility, and this is what he had to say. President Buhari, who like most Nigerians was shocked by both the scale and audacity of the attack, queried, he asked some reasonable questions. Number one, how did the defenses at the prison fail to prevent the attack? You ask me, who I go ask? How many inmates were in the facility? 994. Let me be answering for you. How many of them can you account for? They say now only 600 remain inside. The other ones are roaming the streets of the Federal Capital Territory. How many personnel did you have on duty? Go and ask your controller. I'm not the controller now. Ask your controller how many personnel they have on duty. Then, how many of them were armed? I don't understand. Like, you don't know that the guns these guys are using, now gun be that. But no, let's assume. He can give you that kind of gun so make you go secure Kuje prison. And somebody comes with a better version of arms and ammunition. Sure, you go stand, Abby. they ask whether we are there no, we are there not armed. They were not armed. I don't just understand. Oga, go and arm these people. What they are using is chakapo. Oka made. It's not the real deal. Of course, if you hear that guy go, you go run. We are there guys on watchtower. Which watchtower? The one they climb with ladder. And then he finally ended with, what did they do? Does the CCTV work? Which CCTV camera? The one that needs electricity to work, or the one that is working on battery? Okay, sorry, Oga. Now battery owner, the battery die, so they couldn't capture anything. And then he concluded with, I am disappointed with the intelligence system. How can terrorists organize, have weapons, attack a security installation, and get away with it? Now the first time, why are you feigning ignorance? Is this the first time? It's not the first time. They've been doing it. They have arms. In fact, they are more armed than even our military personnel. Not be them, they wear army uniform. They Sambisa Forest. Who give them arms and ammunition? Who? You say, how did they get arms? This government is never aware of anything. This government is never aware. This same government came out to tell us that they are not aware that ASU is on strike, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs had to say something very stupid as regards returnees from Ukraine. Look at what your ministry of, they are not, remember, they are never aware of anything. So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you guys are not aware that ASU has been on strike. Is it that you are not aware that ASU has been on? Which university are you even talking about for these guys to be absorbed? Let it not be as though I'm saying my own words. Look at what they said. The federal government of Nigeria wishes to inform Nigerian students who returned from Ukraine following the conflict in that country that efforts are being made to facilitate their placement into various Nigerian tertiary institutions. Which school are you talking about? The ones that are on strike, to enable them continue their studies. Can you even match up the quality of what they got there with what we are having now? And this is the reason why ASU is on strike. In this connection, interested students should visit the Ministry of Foreign Affairs website. You can see it on your screen, and complete the online Nigerian students in Ukraine NSU registration form with the required information on or before 15th of July 2020. A government that does not know that ASU is on strike is actually giving them a guideline on how to register with Nigerian universities and complete their education. This is rubbish. Till we start being accountable for everything that concerns all this country, then there will be a huge problem. People need to be accountable. People need to be accountable. All this feeling of ignorance here and there doesn't make sense. Government should come out and tell us what they are doing as regards the security architecture in this country. Is getting alarming, it's getting embarrassing, it's getting irritating. It's getting irritating. So please, I don't know what you think about what I've just said on my presentation for today. Go tell me what you think in the comment section. I will see you again.
But did you notice any strange movement around this area before the attack?
You see, let me tell you one thing. When we are talking of community policing, and the federal government is not taking it serious, there have been some strange faces parabolating in this environment, especially within this community that hosted the prison for the past 5 days.
Please remember to follow us on all our social media channels showing on your screen right now. Until I see you again, my name is ADS. Signing out.